Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'll be showing us how to make this dress on my thumbnail. If this is what you want to see, kindly sit back. Okay, here is the top part of the gown already drafted, the front and the back. If you want to know the process of drafting or cutting this, I will drop the link to the video on my description section. You can go ahead and watch it. If I should include it in this video, the video is going to be unnecessarily long, and which is what I don't want. So we'll be heading over to draft the down pattern, as in the down part of this, and that's the skit part of the dress that will be attaching on the top, which we have already drafted. So to determine my working piece, I just had to use my biggest measurement, which is my hips. My hips is 38 divided by 4 will give me 9.75, but I rounded it up to 10 and then added like 4 inches to make it so that I will have my working piece to accommodate all the allowances I will have to give. The length of what I am working with, as in the skirt side of what I'm working with, is 24. So I'll be going ahead to mark it. Then after I have done marking it, I'm going to connect it with my ruler, which you will see me do right now. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and take my hip line. The hip line from the waist is 8 inches down. So I'm just going to go ahead and also mark that. Just watch me as I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it, which is my hip line from the waistline, and I'm going to use my ruler and connect the dots that I have identified. So from there I will be taking the circumferences of my hips, my waist. The waist itself is 32 divided by 4 will give me 8, and then I'll be adding 2-inch allowance, which will make it 10. Then my hips itself is 39. 39 divided by 4 will give me 9.75. So I'll just take 10. Then I'll add 2 inches to make it 12. Then I will mark it. Then on the full length of the skirt, I'm going to just reduce 2 inches from my waist and make it that's 10. I'll just mark 10 on the full length of the skirt, and then I will use my hip ruler to connect it. Just watch me as I do so. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and proceed to cut the back part. What I'll just do is to take the front part and lay it on the back, the material for the back part, and then just leave 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Then I will cut it out. That's basically for the back part. Then after I am done doing so, I'll go ahead and also cut out my lining, what I'll be using for the lining. So that is what I'll do. Just lay the front to the lining and cut out the lining for the front part, and then lay the back part on the lining too and cut out the lining for the back part, and that will be all for the cutout. And you just see me here. We'll go. Here is our working piece. That's the upper part, the skirt part, the back part, and the front part. They are all laid down there. So what will I be doing next? I will just go ahead and pick them up one after the other and start joining on my machine. I'm going to join the front part of it, but first of all I will go ahead and fix the wording for the bustier area. I'm not going to be showing it on this video. I'm going to be dropping the link to the video where I did the bustier on my description box, so that you can go there and watch it. I don't want this video to be unnecessarily long, so I will go ahead and join the lining to lining together. This is the way I'm going to be joining it. I'm going to join that by 1/2 inch by that side, Then I will also pick up the other side of the lining and also join it by 1/2 inch. So I'm going to join the lining to the lining and the skirt and the lace to the lace, and you can see this is the bustier. This is the pattern that I have already done. This is the way I will be joining it, the way I'm pinning it, and I will join it by 1/2 inch. When I'm done pinning it, I will take it to my machine, then and join it by 1/2 inch, and then I'll bring it back and show us what I have done. Once I'm done, I'm also going to be joining these ones the way you see me do. I've demonstrated. I'm going to join them and then I'll bring it and come and show us. Here we go. This is the front part. That's the bustier area. I'm done joining it. Look at the way it's already looking. That's the front part of the dress. So these are other parts. I've joined the back. I've joined. Look at the way I've joined it. So I'll go ahead. The lining that I've joined, I'll go ahead and join it like that. You can see that the yoke is different. I'm not attaching lining to the yoke. That's why I'm doing it like this. So once I'm done joining it on the top like that and on the side by like that, I will bring it and show us. Remember that all the joining I'm doing it on the wrong side, and I'm using 1/2 inch to join all this so that we wouldn't tamper with our allowances, the allowances we give. So I'm going to join it and then I'll bring it and show us so that you see how they will be looking. So just sit down and watch as I do so. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I attach all the lining to all the lace that I have already joined. Okay, here we go. You can see I am done attaching the lining to the material I've already done. Look at the side, everything is looking neat. So I will head over to the skirt part of the dress. I'll go ahead and use the lining to turn each of it. The back, I will use the lining to turn it. Then the front, I'll use the lining to turn it as well. I'm going to be sewing on the wrong side. I'm going to be placing the lining on the wrong side. Then after sewing it by 1/2 inch at the side, two sides, then I will turn it out to the right side and you will see what I have done. I'm not joining it at the top side or the down part, just the side. So you can see I am done joining the down part. You can see it. So what I'll be doing now is to be attaching the upper part to the down part by 1/2 inch on the waist area. So you can see that the front part of it, look, that is the back part of it that I'm holding. I'm going to go ahead and join it by 1/2 inch at the waist area as well. So when I am done joining that on my machine, I will just come and show us everything. I'll be joining by 1/2 inch on the waist. So just watch out as I do so. Here we go. I've already done joining the back part and I've gone ahead to even join the zipper as well. You can see how neatly it is looking. So what will I be doing now? I'll be laying the front part on the back part, as in right side, facing right side, and I will go ahead and stitch and hold it down. Hold it by the shoulder. I will join the shoulder and then I will join the sides by 1 inch. Wow, look at, I'm already done joining them. I will just confirm that my measurements are okay. The waist, I have 32 divided by 2 will give me 16, and that is what I'm confirming is 16 already. The bust as well, 39, which is 20, and that is okay with me. Tailoring, you have to confirm, reconfirm, make sure that all the measurements you took and everything that you have done is perfect. For the waist area, the hips area, you can see it is also correct. So now I'll be heading over to form the slant or the down part, because you can see from the dress that it's slant at the down part with the ruffles on the before I go ahead and attach the ruffles, I'm going to slant it. So from this thing, I'm going to be coming up from the nail length. I'm going to be coming up by 8 inch because I want it to be well above the nail length. So I'm going to come up by 1 8 inch, and then I'm going to use my ruler to slash it down to the waist, to the nail length. And the nail length, I'm not going to be going exactly the nail length because I'll be cutting off some part of it so that it will be a little above the nail from the other side. So you can see the way I am doing it right now. I'm going to just rule it like that in a triangular form to form the slant. Just watch it as I do so. Alright, you can see the line that I've already made on the dress. So I'm going to go ahead and cut on that line. So once I am done with that, I'll look at it if it's okay by me. Then if it's not okay, I can still go up a bit. I can still cut out like 1 inch more so that I'll make sure that the slant is perfect. So just watch me as I do what I am doing. So you can see I'm confirming and reconfirming. So just watch me as I do so. Depending on you, what you want, if you want your own to be even above that, to start from the hip line, you can go up as above, up to the hip line, and then do your slants from slant it from there, depending on what you want. But actually, this customer says he wants it above his nails, that everything, even from the lower part of it, should start above his nails. So that's why you see me doing it that way. Okay, this is what I'll be using to form the ruffles. The length of it is 13 inches, while the wideness is 2 times round the nail length. That's 2 times the 2 times measurement of the nail length. So you can decide to do it 3, you can decide to measure out 3, you can decide to measure out 2.5. Round my nail length is 34 inches, so 34 times 2 is 68. So the ruffle I have there is 68. So I've gone ahead to attach the ruffle. The way I did it is that as I was sewing, I was splitting it, I was gathering it. So that's why it looks like that. So what will I be doing next right now? I will go ahead to fix the neck. You know, the neck looks like a bishop neck, or will I say a turtleneck. So I'm going to be forming the turtleneck and attaching it, and also go ahead and cut out the sleeve. Alright, here we go. Here is my sleeve. You can see the length of my sleeve for the client is 20. So I'm going to be making it 21. For once I finish attaching, I'll have like 20.5, which is still okay. And the width, the armhole is 9 inches. So here is the cutout I'll be using for that part of the sleeve that is like a flyover. It is 8 inch by 13 inch by the length, and then 8 inch by 5 inch by the height. So you can see it. I cut out 2 lace and 1 lining. 2 lace and 1 lining for the 2 armhole. 2 lace and 1 lining for the 1 armhole. 2 lace and 1 lining for the 1 armhole. In the sense that the interfacing I'll be putting it on the lining, because the lace has a hole. I don't want to attach it directly on the lace. So I'm going to go ahead and use it and hold it like that and attach it on the lace. Then I will use one part of the lace and then turn it. Look at the way you are seeing me do. So I'm going to just go ahead and stitch it the way I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to stitch it, sew it by the down part, then I'll go ahead and stitch it by the 2 sides by half an inch. You can see what I am showing, what I'm doing right now. That is where I'll be stitching. This is the way I'll be stitching. Then I will go ahead and turn it after I have done top stitching. So that is what we'll have. So I will take it over to my machine, and then I will bring it back to show you once I am done with that. You can see the job I have already done. You can see how good it is looking. Look at the back part. I have already top stitched, and look at it. So I will go ahead and find the midpoint of the fly and then the midpoint of the main sleeve. Then I will go ahead and attach each other the way you will see me do. I will attach it like I will just use my pin and hold it down on the both side of the sleeve. Then I will go ahead and close it with 1.5 inch, which is the allowance I give for the joining of the sleeve. So once I'm done with that, I'll bring it and then I will show us as we proceed on this tutorial. Okay, here we'll have it. You can see it. So what will I be doing next? I'll go ahead and bring out the dress and then use pin to hold it down on the dress the way I'm going to go and sew it on my machine. I'll make sure I join the two armhole, as in you can see the place I joined on the sleeve. I'm going to make sure it aligns with that of the armhole. Then I will use my pin and hold it, make sure I hold it down round. Then I'll go ahead and stitch on my machine with 1/2 inch. I'm going to join it with 1/2 inch on my machine. Then thereafter I'll bring it and we will see it together. Okay, here we go. Look at the finished product. You can see it's looking beautiful. My mannequin is not the size of my mannequin. That's the hips and the waist are not the size of my mannequin, and the customer is not available to fit it in. I know you enjoyed this tutorial. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my page if you have not done so. Put on your notification bell to always get notified whenever we post a new video. Invite your family and friends to join us on this channel, as I'll be bringing a lot more to us soonest. See you in my next video. Kindly remain blessed. Bye.